completion of what is the respiratory system in amphibia. Next we will move forward. What is that vascular or blood vascular system in amphibia? Blood vascular system are nothing but circulatory system. Blood vascular system are commonly called as a circulatory system. We are ready to knowing each and every what is that particular definition about zoology terms. What is the circulation? What is the circulatory system? What is the circulation? Circulation is nothing but the transporting of the fluids from the heart to various parts of the body. So that is called as circulation. So what is the circulatory system? Circulatory fluids along with the circulatory organ. Fluid along with organ. Sorry, which fluid is there? Only blood. No, the blood along with the lymph. Yes. What is that? The blood vascular system, nothing but there is a have. First of all, what is the circulation? What is the circulation? Circulation is nothing but transporting of the fluid. Transporting of fluids. What I am saying? Fluids. Which fluids? Yes, which fluids are there? Transporting of the fluids from heart to various parts of the body. From heart to various parts of the body. That is called as circulation. We know that. That is called as circulation. So transporting fluid. What I am saying? Transporting fluid. So which fluids are transported by the heart? So the fluid is nothing but the blood is one of the fluid. The blood along with lymph. Which fluids are transporting? Blood. Very, very important and detailed information about the circulatory system. Blood and along with the lymph. Lymphatic are nothing but lymphs. Okay, here. So transporting of the fluid from the heart to various parts of the body is known as circulation. Fluids are two types, blood and lymph. Two are there. Next one, what is the circulatory system? Circulatory system. What is the circulatory system? Circulatory system is nothing but circulatory organ along with circulatory fluid. Fluid along with organs. Remember? Fluids along with organ. Which organ? Heart. That is called as a circulatory system. Circulatory system. We have some idea about what is the circulation, what is the circulatory system. Clear. So we are discussing which type of circulation? We are discussing the amphibian circulation. Yes. Today we are discussing the circulatory system of the amphibian blood vascular system. So the amphibians are, so these first amphibians are circulation through their heart. So the fluids containing blood and lymphs are there. The blood containing RBC, WBC and platelets. So there have some amount of the soil, some amount of the fluid is there. That is in the blood containing soil and fluid is there. The fluid is known as a blood containing with hemoglobin. So it is red in color. The solid bodies, what are there? WBC, RBC and platelets are there. Clear. Next one. The circulatory system is done by the heart. The amphibian heart is a 3-chambered heart. How many chambers are there? 3-chambered heart. Very, very important. How many chambers? 3 chambers are there. In fishes, there is have 2 chambers. So the gradually development of their chambers. Nothing but the one class to another class, there is a morphologically and anatomically changes are occurs. Yes or no? The fishes, these are grandfathers of the amphibia. We know that the fishes are the grandfathers of the amphibia. The fishes are containing two chambers are there in their heart. But then in amphibia containing 3 chambers, one another extra chamber is there. Clear. So along with some 2 or 3 excessive, nothing but associated chambers are also present. 3 chambers along with associated chambers are also present. So that is called as a 2 chamber heart to 3 chambered heart, nothing but that is called a gradual development. Gradual development, nothing but evolutionary developments in the evolutionary development in amphibian heart. Clear? So 3 chamber heart. Let's see the diagram of the amphibian heart. This is the chambers. The chambers are there, and along with some excessive chambers are there. Associated chambers are also present. These are associated chambers. Yes. So there is a 3 chambered heart. How many chambers are there? There is a containing 3 chambers are there. 2 auricles and 1 ventricle. There is a 2 auricles. There is a left auricle. This one is the right auricle. How many? 2 auricles. 2 auricles and 1 large ventricles. Large ventricles. So the inner wall of the ventricles are consistent of the more number of the, what is that, a bundle of the muscles are there. These are known as a, what is that, columnae of Carney. That is called columnae of Carney. So undivision, there is no divisions are occur. It is completely only 1 chamber is present. So this one is known as the right atrium. This one is known as the left atrium. So the right atrium, it is carries the deoxygenized blood. Right atrium is carries the deoxygenized blood from the various parts of the body through the sinus venosus. These are known as the sinus venosus. The right chamber containing one of the opening is known as a very important sinus venosus. How many? These are 2 in number. The 2 veins are there. These 2 veins are there. The sinus venosus are carries. The sinus venosus are carries deoxygenized blood from the various parts of the body. Nothing but sinus venosus. Sinus venosus carries deoxygenized blood from various parts of the body. From the body. Are you clear? So it is collecting deoxygenated blood. The deoxygenated blood we are indicating in blue color. Yes. The deoxygenated blood comes into the right chamber of the heart. Which chamber? The right chamber of the heart. Nothing but hemoglobin carries. Which gas is? Carbon dioxide. That is called as a carboxyhemoglobin is occur. Okay, the carboxyhemoglobin is there. So the sinus venosus carries the deoxygenized blood from the various parts of the body and releasing into one of the chamber. Which chamber? Right chamber of the heart. So the right chamber of the heart leads into ventricles region. So this is one is a sinus venosus. Next one. This one is left auricles. So what is the left auricles? The left auricles are carries the oxygenized blood from what is that lungs, and when there is an aquatic condition, these are getting oxygenized blood from the skin. They are getting oxygenized blood from their oxygenized blood. The left of the auricles are carries oxygenized blood. Clear? Oxygenized blood from the lungs in during in terrestrial condition, from their lungs during in terrestrial condition, from their skin, from there is during in aquatic in condition. What is that? The right auricles are carries the deoxygenized blood from the lungs. After the purification of this deoxygenized blood, the oxified blood is carried by these right auricles. So from there is an aquatic in condition through the skin, so there is in terrestrial condition, so from their lungs. Clear? So the oxygenized blood also leads into ventricles region. So the oxygenized blood and deoxygenized blood both are there mixed together in ventricles region. Are you clear? The oxygenized blood and deoxygenized blood both are there, finally these are reaches into ventricles region. Means the oxygenized blood, both deoxygenized bloods are both are together to form contaminate, nothing but venous blood is formed. Both are together to form which type of blood? Venous blood. Venous blood is formed. What is the venous blood? The carboxyhemoglobin, carbon dioxide blood, and oxygenized blood both are together. Both are together to form a mixing of the blood is called as a venous blood. So this venous blood is presence of amphibian heart. So this heart is called as a, what is that? Venous heart. This heart is called as a venous heart. Venous heart. So finally the sinus venosus carries the deoxygenized blood. The next one, the conus artericus. Conus artericus. The conus artericus are carries oxygenized blood from their lungs to left auricles. Left auricles. So the left auricles brings the blood from the lungs through the conus artericus. The sinus venosus carries the deoxygenized blood from the various parts of the body. Conus venosus carries the oxygenized blood from the lungs. Clear? So these are leads into which region? Right chamber. The conus artericus are leads into left chamber. The right chamber of the blood is leads into finally large part of the large chamber of the heart is known as the ventricle. Only one ventricle is very large in size. Large chamber. So the what is that? Carboxyhemoglobin, next one oxygenized blood. Both are together to form what is that? Venous blood is formed. So the venous blood is called as a, the venous blood is present in their heart, so that heart is called as a venous heart. Venous heart. Clear? So these are next one. After the contraction will be occur, the contraction will be takes place in the ventricles region. The blood is move forward. The contraction will be takes place in the ventricles region. The contraction will occurs. The blood is pumped into the another excessive chamber, nothing but another additional chambers. So it is a normal condition. The blood is flows into the ventricle. The ventricles are completely filled with blood. So there is no problem at all. So in this there is a relaxation condition. So when the contraction was occur, what is that? When there is systole was occur, the blood is pumps into the associated chamber. The blood is pumped into associated chamber. So first chamber is called as a spillangium. First chamber is called as a spillangium. First chamber is called as first chamber of the associated chamber is called spillangium. The spillangium leads into tylangium. The two associated chambers are there. First chamber is called as a spillangium. Second chamber is known as a tylangium. The spillangium and tylangium both are leads into. Both are leads means the tylangium, the terminal part of the tylangium can be divided into three. What is the three veins are there? What are they? Carotid artery, what is the sinus artery, and a pulmonary artery. can be distinguished. How many regions are there? There are 3 regions are there. First one is, second one, this one 3. First one is carotid. Carotid artery. Aorta. Artery means aorta. Second one is pulmonary aorta. Pulmonary aorta. Third one is systematic aorta. Systematic aorta. So when the blood is pumping from the ventricles to this enters into the spillangium, this is known as the first chamber. Spillangium to telangium. The telangium finally it is bifurcated into 3 regions are there. These are can be divided into how many? 3 aortas are there. So the 3 aortas are, first one is known as a carotid aorta, second is known as a pulmonary aorta, third one is known as a systematic aorta. So this coronary aorta, what is the carotid aorta? Transporting of the blood into cephalic region, head region. The carotid aorta is transporting of the blood into which region? Head region. Pulmonary aorta, it is transporting of the blood into lungs. Blood into lungs. Systematic aorta, it is transporting of the blood into various parts of the body. It is carries the deoxygenated blood. It is transporting venous blood. Systematic aorta responsible for transporting of venous blood into various parts of the body. Nothing but it is pumping blood into various parts of the body. It is systematic. Sinus venosus brings the deoxygenated blood. It is transport. It is brings. Clear? What is the carotid aorta? Is transporting. What is that? It is transporting blood and supply the blood. Transport means supply the blood into head region. Carotid means head. Pulmonary aorta, it is supply the blood into pulmonary, nothing but lungs region. Systemic aorta, it is transporting of the supply the blood from the heart to various parts of the body. Clear? So this is the information about the circulatory system of the amphibia. Now we are again discuss. So in the circulation, the blood is a red in color. You know that. So it is a transporting through the blood vessel. So that is called as a closed type of circulation. Which one? Amphibians are shown closed type of circulation, and it is containing blood pigment. So it is called as a red in color. It is look like a red in color, and as well as these are containing blood capsules are there. These blood capsules are look like a oval like structure and containing with nucleus. Very important. Very important. What are they? So these are shown closed type of circulation. What is the meaning of the closed type? What is the meaning of the open type? What is the closed type of circulation? The circulation is done by nothing but the blood is transporting through the blood vessel, that is called as a closed type of circulation. It transporting what is that? The blood is transporting through the body cavity, that is called as a open type of circulation. We know that, yes. Yeah, these are closed type of circulation is present. So the blood containing blood pigment, that is called as hemoglobin. The hemoglobin give a particular color of the blood, that is called as a red in color. Which color is indicates? It is look like a red in color. What is the importance of the hemoglobin? Hemoglobin is transporting of, what is the functions of the hemoglobin? It is the transporting of oxygen and food molecules into various parts of the body. First function. Second one, what is that? It is carries, it is brings. What is that? It is brings nitrogenous wastages from their the tissue level or nothing but cell to what is the various parts, what is that? Releasing into excretory organs, and it is transporting endocrine hormones into specific organs. It is act like a, blood is act like a thermoreceptor or thermoregulator, and the blood is act like a lymph, what is that? Immune system, nothing but it is containing lymph is there. Okay. So this is the functions of the blood. So blood containing hemoglobin, it is look like a red in color. Next one, the blood containing RBC, red blood capsules. These capsules are look like oval like structure. Capsule look like a what is that? The anterior region is known as a convex and concave is there. Is containing a large ovoid nucleus. What is that? It is a biconcave in nature. Which one is this one? RBCs look like a biconcave in nature and containing in one of the large nucleus. large nucleus. So this large nucleus always shown mitotic and meiotic division. So it is able to formation of new RBCs. Clear. But in human beings, there is completely absence of nucleus. If it is the presence of the nucleus, so these are only one exception in the amphibia and camel. Camel and amphibians are having a what is the ovoid nucleus. Remaining all organisms are completely absence of ovoid RBC. Ovoid RBC. What I am saying? Amphibia, frogs and camels are only these two organisms are containing ovoid red blood cells. Remaining all individuals are completely lacking of the nucleus. So this one. Next one. What is that? Again, we are discussing what is the circulation. Circulation is nothing but the transporting of the fluid from the heart to various parts of the body. Which fluids are there? What are they? First one is blood along with lymph. The two fluids are there. So the blood is a coordination of our body activities, nothing but metabolic activities. The lymphatic system, nothing but lymphs are act like immune cells. It is a prevents of microbial, what is that, movement. Nothing but is a prevents of microbial activities. Nothing but lymphatic cells are like a phagocytic, is act like a phagocytic cells, fight against of the microbial agents. So the heart is look like a first one, the heart, the structure of the heart, where it is located, what is the information. First one, what is the heart? It is the heart is one of the muscular organ. Where it is located in the thoracic cavity. It is completely covered by the rib cage. We know that. This is completely covered by the rib cage. So these are located in between of, the heart is located in between of the two lungs. The amphibian heart, it is a look like a triangular like structure, nothing but conical like structure. It is located in between of the two lungs. So the left side of the lung have one of the small depression like this. Left side of the lung, this is a lung. The left side of the lung have a small depression. That is called as a small depression. That depression is called as a what is a cardiac notch. What is a cardiac notch? Notch nothing but area. So depression. So the left side of the lung have some of the what is a depression. So the depression is called as a cardiac notch. The heart is directly placed on that cardiac notch region. Clear. So the heart is completely protected by one of the protective membrane that is called as a cardiac. What is the pericardial membrane? Heart is covered by which membrane? Heart is covered by one of the outermost covering membrane. The outermost covering membrane is known as a pericardial membrane. So the pericardial membrane in heart, in between of the pericardial and heart, have a fluid. That fluid is called as a pericardial fluid. There is a fluid is there. That fluid is called as a pericardial fluid. What is the importance of the pericardial fluid? It is a prevents of mechanical actions, prevents of mechanical stretch and actions also. What I am saying? The heart is one of the muscular organ. It is originated from the mesodermal origin. Where it is origin? It is originated from the mesodermal origin in this embryonic development. Clear? Just 1 second. Not is finished. So not finished. First one, heart is one of the muscular organ. We know that it is a muscular organ. It is a unique organ. Yes or no? It is unique organ. Why we are calling as it is unique organ? Why? Because it is one of the special. It is one of the special muscle. There is a completely lacking of the muscle fibers. If you are take any what is the meat, you can able to smash it. The more number of the bristles are there. So the more number of the bristles are called as a myofibrils. But in this cardiac region, in the cardiac muscle, there is never myofibrils. There is absence of muscle fiber. It is completely made by the true muscle. It is made up of completely true muscle, completely lacking of the muscle fiber. So it is called as a unique muscle. The compare with the remaining all muscles. The cardiac muscle is a unique muscle. Why? Because all muscles of the body, like a skeletal muscle, what visceral muscle, and the remaining all muscles are have, what are they? Myofibrils are present. But the cardiac muscle is absence of muscle fiber, so we are called as a unique muscle. And it is very strongest muscle. It is very strongest and short muscle. So it is useful for the pumping of the blood. Clear? Or transporting of the fluids. And next one, the muscle is the heart is located in between of the two lungs. So the left side of the lung having one of the depression or notch is called as a, what is the cardiac notch, is completely protected by the ribs. It is completely protected by the ribs or rib cage. So the heart is completely covered by the outermost covering membrane is known as a pericardial membrane. In between of the heart and pericardial membrane, there is a fluid is there. That fluid is called as a pericardial fluid. So what is the importance of the pericardial fluid? It is the prevention of mechanical actions. Okay. So this is the information. Study about the heart is called as a cardiology. Study about the heart is called cardiology. Clear? So next one we are discussing the what is the circulation in amphibian. The amphibians are containing 3 chambered heart. Very, very important. The amphibians are consistent of the 3 chambered of the heart. 2 auricles and 1 ventricle is present. 2 auricles are separated by the associated chambers. 2 auricles are completely separated. Yes or no? The 2 auricles are completely separated by the 2 associated chambers. Next one, the 2 auricles are finally leads into one of the large, what is a large chamber is known as a ventricle. Clear? So the auricles are containing 2 veins, that is known as the sinus venosus. Very, very important. Sinus venosus carries a deoxygenized blood from the various parts of the body. Clear? So the various parts of the body it is carries and releasing into right side of the heart chamber. Clear? When after eyes well eyes, the left chamber of the heart containing conus artericus. The right one containing sinus venosus. Left one is containing conus artericus. The conus artericus carries oxygenized blood from the lungs. Okay, so the left one is carries the deoxygenized blood from the lungs through the conus artericus. So right sinus venosus is directly what is the deoxygenized blood is releasing into right chamber of the heart. So the right chamber of the heart containing deoxygenized blood, left chamber of the auricles are containing oxygenized blood. Since both are releasing into by the contraction nothing but there is a rhythmic center is located in the auricles region. During the contraction, so the auricles and ventricles will become open. The chambers will be open, so the blood is directly leads into ventricles region. So the ventricles are finally filled with oxygenized and deoxygenized blood. So this oxygenized and deoxygenized blood is called as a venous blood or contaminated blood. So this venous blood there is in their heart. So this type of individuals are called as a venous hearted individuals or venous heart. Okay. So after the contraction of the ventricle, so these are when the ventricle below of the auricles, the ventricle is there, is a very large chamber. When the contraction was occur, the blood is moves forward into the auricles to what is the ventricles to associated chambers. Nothing but spillangium to what is the tylangium. The spillangium to tylangium. The tylangium region it is can be bifurcated into 3 aortas are there. There is a can be divided into how many? 3 aortas are there. First one is known as a cardiac, what is the carotid aorta, carotid like this. This one is known as a carotid aorta, That one is a carotid aorta supplies the blood to the from the heart to cephalic region, head region or brain. So next one, pulmonary aorta. The pulmonary aorta it is transporting of the oxygen from what is the heart to nothing but pulmonary aorta to lungs region. The finally last one is systemic aorta. The systemic aorta carries the blood from transporting the blood to the various parts of the body. So this is known as the circulatory system of the amphibia. And what is the functions of circulatory system? What is the function? So the functions of circulation. function of blood. Which type of function is the transporting of oxygen or nothing but transporting of gases. Transporting of gases. Transporting of gases. Clear? Which one? Oxygen is one of the gas and carbon dioxide also. Transporting of the gases and collecting nitrogenous waste. Collecting nitrogenous wastages. Collecting nitrogenous wastages. Are you clear? And releasing into renal region. Renal nothing but kidney. Releasing into renal. Clear? It is act like a thermoreceptor. Thermoreceptor. Thermo means heat. The body, the blood is producing heat. Is act like a thermoreceptor. It is like a thermoregulator. Thermoregulator. Which one? The blood is act like a thermoregulator. And very, very important, it is transports. It is transports hormones in specific organ into specific organ. Specific organs. Like that. So the transporting of the hormones means the endocrine glands, nothing but the pituitary gland is secretion of the pituitary juices. Nothing like that. What is that? What is that? Growth hormone. The growth hormone is directly releasing into blood. So the blood is transporting of this what is that hormone into our body for our development. So that is called as a transporting of the hormones. Specific release reaches into specific organs. Reaches into specific organs. Next one, very, very important. So very important. So circulation. Amphibians are shown single. Which type of circulation? These are shown single circulation. So what is the meaning of single circulation and double circulation? What is the single circulation? Single circulation nothing but the blood is supplied from the heart to various parts of the body, but it is never comes into lungs. Like that, what I am saying, single circulation nothing but the transporting of the blood transporting from the heart to various parts of the body. Yes or no? Heart to various parts of the body, various parts of the body to heart. Only single way. That is called as a what I am saying. That is called single circulation. What is the double circulation? In human beings, what is the double circulation? Double circulation nothing but heart to body parts to heart to lungs to heart to body parts. That is called as a double circulation. The blood is supplies through the two times. That is called as a double circulation. And as well as it is development of the renal portal system. It is development of the renal portal system. So this is the information about the circulatory system in amphibia. Next we are move forward. What is that? Edit out. Yes. Next one that. Yes.